Happy Tuesday, Wilmington, Ohio, Clinton County 45177. After viewing my podcast last evening, Mr. Petrie said, Tony, you need to look at something. So I looked at something. And do I think it's a coincidence? And if this doesn't kind of make up your mind, I know it made up my mind. So guess who the detective was in Allison's rape case? Just take a wild guess. Josh Riley. So, Josh Riley, Brandon Reed, common denominators in a rape case and a death case where there's rape kits involved. One was sealed but positive for a male mixture. The other one was destroyed by Judge John Ruddick, 25 years too soon. So if this doesn't seal the deal with you, you're either related or you're best buddies with them, and dumb. My opinion. So, young lady was raped, allegedly. Rape kit taken. Josh Riley does not swab the perpetrator. Josh Riley, the former detective, fired for a sex scandal in 2018. Wilmington, Ohio, 45177. Does not swab the perp, but he does take a rape kit from the victim, from which they have tried to seal that case from her. Parents, mom swears they would not let her in the room when they were questioning her. It's said that the same lawyer represented them both and coerced and talked the young female into forcing her or coercing her, saying if she doesn't change her story, she's going to go to juvenile detention. That's what they were going to do to her. I'm so ashamed. I'm so ashamed of where I live. I've got 2 more years, folks, and I'm going to tell you, first thing, smoking. There's no doubt in my mind. I'm disgusted, and there's prosecutors that know this right now. They know this, and they're doing nothing. They're allowing it. You're enabling it. You pieces of shit. I hope one day that the long arm of the law is reborn and it comes and smacks the shit out of you all. Like I think it's going to happen. I just do. Madam Prosecutor, Mr. Prosecutor, you had carnal knowledge of this evidence. What did you do with this evidence? Nothing. My buddies told me to keep quiet about it and just deflect. You should be ashamed of yourself. You really should. You're disgusting. But there was one prosecutor one time that called for an investigation into Wilmington City and Clinton County Prosecutor's Office. She's no longer with us. With the city, that is. She's still alive. I didn't mean that to sound wrong. So, who thinks this detective was covering for this perp? And I wonder why. Was there relations between the detective and the perp's mom who worked for the city too? Did the mom know something about the detective that maybe, hey, you better keep my baby boy out of trouble? So, these are just questions, scenarios, hypotheticals. But boy, I got to tell you, if there was ever an intentional dumbing down of an investigation, I can't imagine this wouldn't take the cake. This is far above and beyond disgusting. So I hope. I can't imagine Allison not going out of this state, going somewhere where she probably feels safe. I would say go south. That's where I would say. I would say go as south as I could go. Just my opinion. And I would find a federal office and sit down and tell them your story. And I would hold hands with Greg Pitzer, and both of you go tell your story. And I believe once outside the realms of Ohio and some of the crooks that live here, that ensure the safety and enable these crooked bastards. But there's no other way you can. Look, folks, this is far above and beyond question for me. There's no question here for me. I believe it. Same detective, same perp. He does not swab somebody who's being accused of rape, but he does take a rape kit on the victim. And then during this same detective's investigation into a sex scandal, all of a sudden Casey Pitzer's rape kit gets destroyed. Coincidence? Nah, I don't think so. I ain't buying it. But then he also tells and lies to the parents to say this perp passed with flying colors. No, he didn't. He lied his ass off. So what is the connection between these two? Well, I bet you we're going to find out. I just bet you. So, what say you, Clinton County, Wilmington, Ohio, 45177? What say you? I wore this shirt in honor today of Josh Riley. I would never degrade the Stooges like that. I would never degrade and defame them like that. That's horrible. That is horrible. The Stooges, I mean, he wouldn't fit in there. But what say you? Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to comment. Nobody's coming for you. But there you have it, folks. Same detective. And both those cases were, same perp. There's something. Somebody's being safeguarded there for some reason, and we're going to find out. Bet your ass on it. Semper Fi and God bless. Have a safe and interesting Tuesday.